Hello, hey, thank you for the sub. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for the sub, Uejet. Very nice of you. Thank you. Thank you. Six months, huh? 6 months. 6 months start to be something. I decided what is the next area that I will work on for plane shift. I decided it. I decided it. Ah, yes, I decided it. It's big. Ah, it's gonna be big. Ah, it's gonna be big. Ah, it's gonna be big. But before that, we need to finish the chest. But it will be quick, eh? I think 10 minutes, 15 minutes for the chest, and then we go the new topic, eh? The new topic. Okay. Hello. There was a long hello, my friends. A long hello. Hello, Mike. Hey. Hello, hello. So we finished the chest, right? We finished the chest, so we have them in game as usable items, and then we go with a new topic. The new topic, there will be a lot of thinking, and then some implementation. I think the implementation will last probably at least few weeks, but let's see. Let's see. But I'm pretty excited about that, so I will tell you in a second what is it. I will not tell you yet. I mean, you can read the stream title, which is definitely giving a hint, but it is time. It is time for us to do that. And I will do it. I will do it. Uh-oh. Wait a second. Why am I... No, okay. Okay, it's good. It's good. Okay, let's jump into it because I don't have a lot of time. So I have about 2 hours. Okay, let's switch music, scene, everything, and then we go. And then we go. Okay, so we were doing the chest, right? We have 3 chests to add. The 2 chests to change, we did. The 2 chests to change, we did. Yes, we did. We need to do the 3 new chests. Okay. So we have the golden chest. A chest plated in gold. Shiny. Okay. I think the size of this one is pretty much the same. No? I think the size is pretty much the same for all of them. Do we have a chest 641? Do we have a chest icon? 641? 641, huh? His weapon 11.9. There is no indication of what is it. Weapon 11.9. Weapon 11.9. Okay, we can check that. But anyway, do you think that we should... yeah, I think the chest should anyway not be all identical. Otherwise, I think they may have a slightly different price and a slightly different capacity. Maybe the golden one has more capacity for whatever reason. So that they have, you know, they have a very sturdy chest made to pack your goods and use it during travels on a cart, on a wagon. And this one is a chest with triple clasps. Clasps is such a weird word. Clasps. Let me just check this weapon 11.9. So Wadjet, if you didn't follow yesterday, what I did, I moved, I renamed all the loot chests to treasure. So we don't mess up and we don't spawn in-game loot chests, right? And I moved them also to another category. So now they are under treasure chest, right? So we cannot mess them up with the others. And now I'm creating new simple furniture chest items, right? That people can put in guilds, right? And there are these 6. This one is more wooden, this one is more metal, this is gold. And this one are very similar, but I made them slightly different. So let's say that the travel chest is probably the simplest of all. So maybe we can go 30. And the cost may be kind of low. The secure chest may be a bit higher. And that's it. Okay, and yeah, just have to check this icon because I don't know. 11.9 in weapons. 11.9 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 11 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. What the hell is this? Are you crazy? I cannot be this. No, I misread then. Huh? 641? No, 641 makes no sense. Who wrote 641 there? It makes absolutely no sense. Do we have do we have an icon of a chest? Yeah, we have this one. Let's use this one, even if I don't like it, but it's fine. So there is 15, there is 14, there is 0, 1, 2. So it's 14, 2, right? 14, 2 in icon mesh. 14, 2 in icon mesh. GG finding it. I will never find it. I need a filter. Icon mesh. 14.2. Ah, the topic of today will be insane. The topic of today will be insane. 14.2. Here it is. That is the generic chest. And is 140. Okay, 140. What? What the fuck? Uh-oh, I broke it. Okay. 140. Okay. For all the chest, huh? $140 for all the chests. Yeah, because I realized that we couldn't drop chests into the game because we had those loot chests, right? So it's very confusing. It's very confusing. So now we have treasure chest and we have these ones. Now I just need to do it right. So the reinforced metal chest. Ah, because I did icon instead of I did it wrong. Okay, reinforced metal chest 41. Yeah, 641, but it's the texture, not the... Okay. Then this is like this is like this, and this is like this. Okay. And I just need to swap, right? Chest 01E. Chest 01 E. Really? 01E, we have all of that? Cannot believe it. Okay, see. Chest 01E. So this one is correct. Now, the golden chest is this one. is this one. And we will test it a bit as well. So are you curious about the new topic? Are you curious about the new topic or not? You are, eh? You are, I know you are, I know. Travel chest is this one, so it's chest 07. Travel chest. Yeah, let's say that this Excel file is not really the most handy tool that we have, but at the same time it's not too bad, right? I think it's anyway easy enough. Travel chest. No, wait a second. I'm confused now. Ah, because large chest was already there. Okay. Secure chest. You're curious about a new topic, eh? I know. The dish, did we put the dish? 138. 138. Yeah, 138, we have it already. So we are just missing this, I guess. Right. So these are all the new chests. But we also have the 1738 that I missed. Did I do it in production? Did I do that in production? Yes, I did in production already. Now, these ones will work only after a client update, I think, right? Or not? No. This one will work already. This one will work already, or no? I don't know exactly. I think at the moment I executed everything until I executed everything until I think until here. I think that everything above is done in production. I'm not sure about this. Item stats. That is cheat sheet out. Let me see. Name, select name from item stats where ID equal to that. No, it is not executed yet. Okay. So these are all the renamed chests, by the way. But fine. Okay, so in theory here we should not save anything, right? No, everything is already... Okay, let's just test the chest and then we start to discuss about the new stuff. Oh my god, it's already 6:10. Already took like 15 minutes. Wow. So today, guys, I have a very big topic. A very big topic. That is the next development. I mean, I still need to think about it, but I think I want to do it. I think I really want to do it. And it will be the base of everything in the future. Everything. I mean, a lot of pieces are coming together, right? So the new dungeons, you know, the new city manager, the new thing. So one piece at a time, right? One piece at a time, one piece at a time. So everything is coming together. I mean, obviously it's low. I understand that it's low. But if I had like 20 developers, you know, paid every day for 1 year, I would finish it. But I don't have them. So just me as usual. But we will do this, guys. We will do this. We will do this. Okay, so basically now we have a new category here that is called treasure items, right? Treasure items contains all the chests, and they are named treasure, all the chests that are automatically spawning loot, right? So you should not drop them to the ground unless you want people to actually pick it up and spawn loot, right? So they are separate. They are separate category now, right? Hello, Sildren. Yeah, today I have a big topic coming. Big topic. I don't know. I'm trying to hype it a bit, you know. I'm trying to get a bit of hype. And then under containers, maybe it's not that big. No, it's big. I mean, it's kind of big. Is it a clickbait? No, it's not a clickbait. And then under containers, yes, now we have the travel chest. Okay, so now you can spawn this one without any problem, right? And this one is not generating loot, right? So we have the travel chest. Then we have the reinforced metal chest. Ah, you see, this one that is all metal. Ah, very nice. With this nice drawing in the front. Very nice. And we have the reinforced wooden chest, which is basically the same of that one, but it has wood here instead of metal, right? And then we have the secure chest, which is this one that has three clasp. Not three clamp, three clasp. There's three things, right? So it's a bit more secured. And then we have, I'm just testing if they all work. Yeah, these four all work, but we also changed two more that were already existing. We changed, I think, the large chest. The reinforced wooden chest, yeah, this one, and the large chest. Okay, they all work. They all work. Okay, good. Finished. Done. GG. Completed. Yay! Okay, the topic of the day. You ready? Are you ready? Okay, the topic of the day. The topic of the day is a complete, no, not complete, but anyway, is a complete overhaul of the equipment. Complete overhaul of the equipment. I mean, not complete, but anyway, is a significant change. Is a significant change. I mean, it's not a change. It's an improvement. It's an improvement. It's not a change. Yeah. Okay, let's create a new mission, and I will start to explain what I want to do. I will start to explain what is the idea behind, which, by the way, is nothing crazy, because most MMO do it, right? But we will do it a bit different, obviously, right? Just because it's us, right? Okay. So the first question is, which locations do we have? Well, which locations do we have? Which locations do we have, huh? We have these locations. You scared a bit, huh? You are a bit scared. I can feel it. I can feel it that you are a bit scared. I can feel it because you are thinking, oh my god, what is this guy doing? Oh, what is this guy doing? No, he's destroying the game. No. 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 Okay. These are all the locations, right? These are all the locations. So this one we will save it as Unreal Mission equipment overall. I think we will just call it this way. Equipment overall. Okay. Okay. I believe. Okay, so these are all our locations, right? Where this is armor. I think we should group them by... Wait a second. Let's group them a bit. So helm, arms, gloves, boots, and legs, right, is all armor. Well, in theory also belt, but let's say that this is all armor, right? This is all armor. These are belt, bracers, right finger. This is jewelry. Ah, sorry, the torso. I forgot the torso. This is all jewelry, right? Right finger, left finger are the two rings, the bracers, the belt, and the neck. I mean, I don't know if the belt should be considered. No, it's not armor, right? Does it include the robes? Yes, it includes the robes, I guess. Which is the back. The back is actually the cloak or the robes or whatever. And then we have the... Now, this one, I don't know what I should consider it. Because there is a bit of a weird slot, right? So, I mean, it's not armor. I mean, it's kind of cosmetic. It's kind of cosmetic. So, I think it will probably go together with the jewelry. Okay, so basically we have this, right? So we have weapons. Well, it's not exactly weapons, but anything that you can equip on your right hand. So can also be a tool in theory, right? But yeah, this is the split, right? Okay, so what can you do today, right? What can you do today with these lots, right? What can you do today? Well, today, if you have a weapon, right? If you have a weapon, if I can put it kind of horizontal, maybe. It's not that easy. It's very hard to rotate in this direction. Ah, I did it. Okay, so if you have a weapon, right? Maybe this is too big, but anyway. If you have a weapon, what can you do? Well, first of all, you have the quality of the weapon, right? You have the quality of the weapon. And the quality of the weapon, we decided that you can boost it. Because there is a way to boost it in game, right? You can increase the quality of a weapon up to 300, right? So that is actually boostable today. If you don't know, you missed something, but you can boost it. Now there is the damage type. Yeah, for weapons is a bit different though, but it's fine. We have the damage type, right? Which is basically slash, blunt, or pierce, right? We have the damage type, which for armor is different because for armor is resistance to slash, blunt, and pierce, right? And then there is the attack delay, right? There is the attack delay. There is the attack delay that can be, I don't know, from, I don't know what is the minimum, but I don't know. Let's just put a number randomly. I mean, it's not correct, but 0524. Okay, so it's directionally okay, but it's not that. Then I mean, there is also the weight and the size, but I think we don't care about weight and size, right? We don't really care. We don't really care. Then we have... let me see if I can pick up another... So basically what I want to do, let me give you the idea so you start to understand what I mean, right? What I want to do, I want to have, for each of the items that go into these slots, first of all, the affinity to an item, which means that we have to understand it a bit, but basically the more you use it, the better it becomes. Okay? So we want to have a concept of affinity. The more you use it, the better it becomes. And it's by item, which is super annoying, I would say, on one side, but it's super good on the other side, right? I think they should be per item. Now, we will decide if it's really per item. I don't know if it should really be per item or if it should be... But anyway, I really want to have the affinity. So the affinity is basically... The more you use this word, the more you use that armor, the more you become proficient with it. So I don't know yet if the affinity improves the quality, but I don't think so. If the affinity lowers the delay, I don't know. Or if the affinity is doing something else, like it's just boosting for a certain percentage all the characteristic of the weapon. Yeah, probably this is what it will do. I think this will probably be a percentage boost on all the existing base characteristic. So this one I really like it. I don't know if you like it, but I really want to have it. I really want to have it. The second thing, can we pick up I don't have anyone. No, I don't have anyone. I remember I had. No. But it's fine. Okay, I don't have it. It's fine. The second thing I want to have. I want to have magic. I want to have magic, being able to influence and enchant the weapon. Now we already have some of that because we have the weapon enchantments, right? We have the gem enchantments, right? We have the gem enchantments. Is there an explanation of the gem enchantments in a way that I can read it quickly or no? Enchanted item. Glade can be used in combination with special enchanter to imbue crystals, ruby, sapphire, emerald, and diamond with magical powers. This crystal held and set on the item with a particular crafting stage. When set, an enchanted gem bestows magical power on the enchanted item. Exactly. Each gem can be enchanted only one glyph at a time. Therefore, a single item can be enchanted with more than a single way. Which is exactly what I want, so it's good. We have it already, fine. Weapon and shield. Weapon usually empower the weapon damage and add special ability. The following list associate the damage with the related magic way: blue way, red way, slash damage; crystal way, dark way, pierce damage; azure way, brown way, blunt damage. More powerful enchantment can be bestowed a weapon following effect: blue way, this frost damage; crystal way, this light damage; azure way, drains mana. Okay, fantastic. Armor. Enchanted armor gives magic resistance the way opposed enchanted glyph. The more powerful glyph can also give magic, blah 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 blah. Now, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. I can tell you the steps. No, the point is, is this what I want? Well, it's not bad. Okay, this one is not bad, right? This one is good. So this one, I like it, and it kind of makes sense. The only problem I have is that this is giving bonuses to other stuff, right? So it's not giving bonuses to the actual weapon. No, I mean on the weapon it does weapon. I mean on the weapon it does damage, what I mean. On the armor it does magic resistance, which I think is very good. And on the jewelry it does... yeah, I think it is good anyway. With jewelry, the associated way is invisible in game. I don't think crafter know which gem they are using, of course, but the way has no impact after the gem is crafted. Yeah, this will be completely visual now. So I want to have, you know, a new view, right? I want to have a new view where you have all the characteristic of that piece, right? I don't know if it will be in your inventory or where. I mean, I don't know if we will be. Probably when you do inspect, right? Probably when you do inspect, there can be here on the left and on the right, you know, all the characteristics, right? All the characteristics. I mean, all the ones where you can... do we have... can we take... can you give me a name? Resildren, do you have... Do you have a character with weapons that have enchanted weapons? Is your character having enchanted weapons in your inventory? As of a few months ago, because it is a copy. Don't worry, it is a copy. I'm not doing anything bad to your character. It's just a copy on my machine. In storage, okay, storage is fine. Well, in storage is fine if I load at least one NPC. If I load at least one NPC. 37. Fucked up. Okay. So we have to think about this well, right? Because it may be I mean we don't want to break the game, but at the same time okay. Then I want to have this gem enchanting. I mean, the gem enchanting is fine, right? The gem enchanting is fine as is explained here. The only thing that I don't know is the amount. So how much is the variability, right? But maybe we can see it. No, it didn't load it. Why I didn't load it? I said load 37. Huh? Why? Ah, crap. I can use you say? I just switched your character to my account on my machine, so and I can use it. But basically I want to have a number of enhancements to all the equipment, and those enhancements needs to be, first of all, kind of visual. I mean, not visual meaning that your weapon is gonna change, because it is a bit too hard, right? But visual in the sense that you should be able to see them here, right? You should be able to see them. So for example, if you have 3 gems, maybe the 3 gems are just appearing next to it, right? I mean, making it appear on the weapon will be super nice, but it's too hard, so I cannot do it. It's just too hard, right? Is impossible. But we can do it. You know, something like that. This is what I mean, right? mean, we can create. We just have to decide. We just have to decide how the UI will look like, right? But the idea could be that you have a section, right? You have a section next to your weapon that is saying which kind of gems you have, and for every gem is telling you all the characteristics, right? It's telling you basically everything that that gem can do for you. Understand? So I don't even know how this can be displayed in an easy way, right? I don't even know how the UI how the UI may look like, but in theory, for every item I need for every item, right? I need I need something like this, right? So I need a section that is called like gem enchantments, you know, or enhancement, I don't know, enchantment. And oh Jesus, can you please load ArmQuest in this freaking world? What is going on? It's not loading it. Why? Because I didn't save it? Holy shit. Can you please load it? Yeah, but I really want to display the enchantment, and so for example, for a weapon, it will say... Now, the thing that I don't know is if I want to leave it... If I want to leave it this way. So if I want to leave it as... I think actually I would like to have the gem. I think I would like to have the gem partially enchanted, right? So I think there should be a percentage somehow. No. Today, I don't know if I'm distracted or what, but why I launched the GIMP 2.1 and not 3? Huh? Please. Can we go to ArmQuest now? Ah, Jesus, fine. Lol. Why is not a banker at the moment? Why is not a banker? Because I didn't do the change. I didn't do the change. Banker should be 4. But I can reload it. I can reload it. No. It should be 2. Storage. Weapons. Ah, why is a wrong name? Okay. Yes, exactly like this. Why this thing is not getting the name of the magic modifier? Is this for the owner of the enchanted weapon? Because you have a description. Yeah, but this will change completely. I think this thing will change completely. Or anyway, there will be maybe a small description here, but it will change completely. It will be a new window. It will be a new window where you can also work on the enchantments, I think. If you have the proper items next to you. But exactly like this, right? As armor increases, now there is a weapon, so adds a 0.2 base slash damage. So what I want to do, I don't want to do it this way. I mean, I want to do it this way, but I want to do it in infinite multiple subsequent enchantments. Ah, you renamed it, okay. Oh, by the way, it's a different icon, very nice. Ah, there is a new texture. Ah, nice. I didn't remember having this. Very nice. I like that. But yes, exactly this, right? So this is now, the problem is that this happens only once, right? So you basically add an enhancement, and this I think needs to change because this is not. Okay, but let me copy this because this is not bad anyway. This is not bad. It is a bit of what I want to do. But the way, so the way I want to do it, I want to show you the gem, right? I want to show you the gem. I want to be able to, I want to be able to enhance the gem. I want to be able. Now, I don't know exactly how to do that because, but anyway. I don't know yet how to do certain things. So we are a bit in discovery mode here, okay? We are a bit in discovery mode. We're a bit in discovery mode, but my idea is that if this is the gem, right? There might be and why I'm doing this? Because I want you to spend coins. I want you to spend coins and resources so that is a continuous process. So that is a continuous process. So for example, right, this now is not very visible, but yeah, making it visible will not be super easy actually. Making it visible will not be super easy. Agree. Why I cannot go more than that value? Why I cannot go minus 1000? Fuck. I have to do it in multiple steps, but okay, now I think it's more visible, right? I mean, now I think it's more visible that there is a part that is missing. And there will be a percentage maybe below it or something, right? So there will be... So now the only problem is the number of gems that you can enchant, but... so yes, for any... Now, I think that every way... Because it is saying blue way, red way, slash damage, crystal way, dark way, pierce damage, azure way, and brown way, blunt damage. I don't think I really like this. I think we can specialize it more. So, for example, we can have, I don't know, the red way being slash damage, but the blue way, for example, be attack speed, right? For example, it can reduce this attack delay, right? The problem is finding 6 things that we want to change. They will not be super easy, but we can think about it. We can think about it. But now, okay, so let's say that the difference will be that you have a percentage, right? And you can continuously enhance the weapon. I mean, like forever. I mean, I don't know if it's really forever, but you can continuously enhance it. I think you should be able to do one run, you know, one run of enchantment. One run of enchantment, right? And this one becomes full. And then a bit like the Paragon level of Diablo, you know, when your character goes to Paragon 100, right? So you are basically enhancing him more above the limit, right? And it's just gaining more and more. Maybe it's gaining it linearly, so I mean it's not, I mean logarithmically, I don't know, and not, or linearly, but obviously not exponentially, but because otherwise it becomes impossible. But maybe also linear is not a great idea. Maybe it's I don't know, well, maybe it's a linear just with a low angle, right? But we will decide that. We will decide that. But basically, you will be able to enchant. And then I think what I want temporary enchantments, because these are permanent enchantments, right? Which is nice. But then I want to have temporary buffs. And I don't know if these temporary buffs are just spells or they are I think I want temporary buffs. So let's say that the affinity is permanent, right? And I don't know yet what it will give you, but it's basically a multiplier probably on all the characteristics of the weapon. We have to be careful on not double count, of not doing it double, right? So that the affinity becomes just a... Maybe the affinity will unlock certain capabilities on the item. Yeah, maybe. I mean, the gem enchantments for sure are there. Then I think I want some temporary enchantments. And these are also done by the magic ways, I guess, or not. Because in theory I would like to have every job, not every, but the majority of the jobs. I mean, not this one, right? None of these ones. Yeah, none of these ones. None of these ones. But I would like to have these ones. Like, for example, alchemy. Alchemy. Brewing, I don't know. Brewing, I think, is a bit hard to put into a bonus on a weapon, but I mean, it can actually boost the affinity for a certain period. But you know, for example, alchemy is very easy because alchemy can provide damage types. Which is a bit what we have here. Is a bit what we have here. I'm thinking, guys. I'm thinking. But I would like for... I mean, alchemy, I want it 100%. I don't know if cooking can also do something, right? Like potion preparations or... herbal may do something as well. Leather working can be on armor. Metallurgy. So what I'm thinking is that I don't know if these are temporary enchantments or not, but I think I still want... I think they can be two. They can be... you get those through jewelry, alchemy as an example. Yeah, so the idea would be, right, that for example you can make this weapon poisoned, right? And I don't know if we have it already through the frost... disorientation, mana, fire, HP and strength. These are not really using the standard... Well, they're using a bit of the standard damage type, but not a lot, because actually in theory we have... I think I remember that I defined the damage types, right? That I want to use way more. Poison and disease. Poison and disease. So, poison and disease. Slash, bludgeoning, piercing, poison, disease. But also then we have the fire. Yeah, we have, which is basically... At the moment is inside of these resistances, right? Is inside of these resistances. But we have the resistance, but not the damage. Well, it is already like this, right? Because you see that frost is then Magic resistance, red way magic resistance is protecting from it, and light he has a dark way that is protecting from it, and so on, right? I don't see poison and I don't see disease. I think we need to add poison and disease. Do you have another weapon that is... I don't know why the second time you click you lose the... whatever. There is a problem with the viewer. These two are identical, right? You don't have another weapon that is maybe an armor. Ah, sorry. Yeah. I was looking at the drop, not the. Someone enchanted weapon reduce both mana and health to be considered as poison, but I have plenty. Yeah. They are here. $300 quality. These are all the same though. Ah, these are a bit different. Greater multiplies by 2.5 specific enchantment. Flaming does 0.2 extra blunt damage and weight 20% less. As armor increases, blue way resistance. As Jody adds to a cooking skill when only skill. Yeah. But where is this? Adds frost damage. One damage. Because this seems to be all in this area, right? But not in this area. Look under daggers. Daggers. Dagger of the warrior. But these ones are this, so no, I'm searching the ones that you are enchanting with gems. Maybe it's easier if I just open up the gem enchanting and I find the name. Wait, I think this is a quicker way. If I look at weapon enchant, right? If I look at weapon enchant, let me put it on the other screen because I don't know if it's too much of a spoiler. Enchant weapons. Enchanted unbalanced. Enchant weapon, flail, blah blah blah. Transform data. But the final item is Book of Enchanting Weapons. Wait, no, it's called Enchanting Weapons. Okay. Enchanting Weapons. Where the hell he put it? No, he put it in a... He put it in a bag. No. Here it is. Because there was already one, actually. Because there was already one. So the final item is named the same, it's just that you get the bonus from these crystals, right? Mm-hmm. But like, how do you... I must have a bunch of made enchanted weapons, okay. Yeah, because I'm searching one that is enchanted. So, hammers, huh? Hammers. Luminous greater platinum steel. Yeah, exactly. This is luminous, right? Because luminous should be... Let me see. Luminous. I'm searching in the Excel where we have all the stuff. At least I'm trying. Why? Why this luminous is not coming up in my list? No. It needs to be identified. Fuck. No. Why they are not identified? And this one is. I'm losing the thread. I'm losing the thread. I'm losing the thread. So basically, okay, so basically the problem I have at the moment is that I cannot understand which weapons just have a loot modifier, right? Which weapons have a loot modifier and which weapons have so for example, you see this one, right? This one is a loot modifier, 502 and 513. But these two are gem enchanting or not. This is what is so confusing about the system at the moment. This is what I want to change, right? Because I mean, in theory, we can also do it differently. One second, I am navigating my files. Navigating my files. Treasure randomizer 0.9. Uh-oh. The file is not found. MySQL source. MySQL source. Treasure randomizer. Okay. Can you open it? Okay. Okay. Enchanted items. Okay. Okay, I found it. I think I found finally the list of what I wanted to find. Okay, I finally found the list. So for example, Luminos, right? Luminos is one of them, right? Luminos is one of them. So Luminos is now the problem. So I think it is a good basic system, right? But the problem is that it's very hard for you to understand if this thing has been enhanced with a gem or just as a modification, right? And even if it's nice to put it in the name, because it creates kind of a unique thing, right? So for example, this one is pierce damage. Why is pierce damage? Why this thing is not identified? Can we identify this thing somehow? Can we cast whatever analyze the Homer or whatever it is? Why you have weapons that are not identified? It's a bit weird, no? You keep them not identified. Multiplies by 2.5%. Item do 0.2 extra pierce damage. 0.2 extra pierce. So you changed a hammer to do pierce damage, which is a bit weird, but okay. Right click will mention if it's made. No, it was to be identified, so I identified it, right? But how do you know, right, that this is an enchantment and is not just a loot modifier? I think you have no way to know. I mean, you can read the description and you know that it's an enchantment, but this system is a closed system, right? Has been lazy identifying them, too many. Okay. My problem is that this one goes into the name. And if it goes into the name, even if it's nice, I think it's a nice idea that goes into the name, is not scalable, right? Because if I want this to be enhanced multiple times, well, maybe the first one keeps the basic enhancement and then you continue to refine it. Yeah, maybe it could be that. So there will be an additional layer, right, on top of this. So you can say there is a luminous graded platinum steel battle hammer, but since it's been upgraded, you know, 20 times, now instead of 0.2 damage is 0.5 damage, right? Look up higher on that window. Where? Category weapons, weight, size, quality, attack delay, and damage. This is what you have. It doesn't tell you if it's magically enhanced or if it's a modifier. Why this texture on the wall is so bad? This texture on the wall is insanely bad. Anyway, the ground is okay. I think the ground is fine, but this wall is like GG wall. Anyway, so basically, you know, with the new system, I want to create two things. First, I want to have a window for the specific item where you can see the enchantment and you can see if this is an enchantment provided by a gem or by whatever, right? And the problem is that here, well, it's actually crystals, not gems. But yeah, basically ruby, sapphire, emerald, diamond, right? So you are using a base gem plus a glyph, right? So like we see here in this book, right? Like we see here in this book. No. Ruby crystal, right? Ruby crystal, emerald crystal, sapphire crystal, and diamond crystal. Now, this is not very clear, at least from the book. What? Because you do the gem socket first. Then you combine the socket with the small battle axe kit. Sorry, where is the glyph coming through? I remember there was the glyph mentioned somewhere, no? We don't have it anymore. Is the glyph inside the kit? Or inside gem socket dagger kit? Why I don't see anywhere the glyphs here? Usually see who the maker was. Yeah, the maker is fine, but so I thought that here you had the glyphs, no? No? Ruby gem in the socket, thermal gem in the socket, diamonds gem in the socket. Why I don't find any of the glyphs in the description? Because it's enchanting gems. Is it another book? I think it's another book. I think it's another book. Is it another book? GG. Enchanting weapons. Enchanting weapons. Enchanting weapons. Enchanting weapons. Enchanting gems. Ah, enchanting gems of spirit and of power. Ah, now I remember. Do you have the book? If not, I can... Yeah, you have it already. I don't know where, but you have it. That's the problem. It's here, it's here, it's here. It was just in the same thing. It was just down below. Ah, okay. Now I find... Yeah, now I remember this exactly. So the problem that we have, right? The problem that we have is that it is a one-time activity. So it's a one-time activity, right? And I don't want it as a one-time activity. I want it as a multiple-time activity. So as I said, I want to have your gem, right, there, but upgradable. So I want you to be able to upgrade your gem multiple times. I don't know how many times, but multiple times. And now the problem could be, how do we avoid that we do double with the major? Because the major... the major. Also here it doesn't tell you, but anyway, it doesn't tell you the modifier, but it's fine. Doesn't tell you the modifier. Yeah, there is the prefix lesser, major, greater, so which is 2.5 to 1.5, 2 and 2.5, right? So for example, here you have a major, now here you have a greater, okay. You have a greater. So it's 2.5, the specific enchantment. I mean, this is a kind of a good mechanic, but I'm trying to understand how can I modify it, because the problem is that also this one, right, is a one-time. Also this one is a one-time element. I don't want it as a one-time event. I want it as a multiple event. And also the other thing that I'm thinking is, I mean, if you have a blunt weapon, right, like this, right, you have a blunt weapon, 3.5, and then you add a pierce damage to it, right? Does it make any sense or not? Does it make any sense? I think it's picking up the highest, no? Is it using both? I think it's picking up the highest. I think this pierce damage is doing nothing. Do you know if the 0.2 damage, the 0.2 pierce is actually doing something? I don't think it is. I think in theory, instead of Luminous, right, you should have added Mutant, which is 514. So if I do this and I resave it, it's not automatically updating it, but yeah. Now is Mutant Greater Platinum Steel Battle XM. So you added 0.2 on top of that. Now I don't even know if it's true though, because it is multiplying 2.5, and you don't really see the multiplication of the 0.2, right? So it should be 0.5 now. I should have added 0.5 on top of this, right? Like if I put this to 0, is 350. There can be something broken here. I think there may be something broken actually. Because from 350 we go to 370. At least here is a base damage. Maybe the other one is decided after, right? The 2.5 is decided after. But... I think we will need a kind of a training dummy to actually test if this is keeping the same value or not. But anyway, But anyway. So at the moment you can have maximum 2 enchantments, right? Well, actually you can have prefixes, you can have adjectives, and you can have suffix, and these are also for the enchanted items. So for example, this one is mutant greater platinum steel battle hammer, but it's not off anything, right? It's not off anything. So major platinum steel battle hammer of brilliance. It seems that you have always one or the other. You don't have one with 3. You don't have one with 3. Because in theory there is. In theory there is. If I add a suffix 539, for example, right? 539. Now this thing becomes this. Mutant greater platinum steel battle hammer of quartz. Where quartz is giving you also... So now we have... no, because it's one or the other. Because this is slash damage and it is blunt damage, so they cannot go together, eh? Wait a second. Of quartz is 0.2 base slash damage. But it's the same. No, it's not the same. 0.2 mutant. So slash damage is, for example, lit. Why there are items that are exactly the same? Like 511. 511. Item do 0.2 extra slash damage and are 10%. No, it's different because this one is 0.2 base slash damage, this one is extra slash damage and 10% faster. So actually, even if he's acting on the same slash, it's different, right? It is different. Interesting. Okay, I think I understand. I think this thing of the multiplier needs to be verified, but I think that probably is just not showing it here. I think it's just not showing it here. But I think it's doing it. I think the game is doing it. So it's really multiplying by 2.5. So it is like the base, but then it's multiplied. So the question is, I mean, I kind of like the maybe we can work only on the major. But if you work only on the because the major I'm still a bit lost. I'm still a bit lost in the how result ID 898. How do we specify here the resulting modifier? Doesn't tell me. I mean, I'm looking at the original file, right? The one that has the enchant weapon. He has the pattern, he has the process, he has the result item, but it doesn't tell me which modifier. So that is probably inside a script. That is most likely inside a script, I think. I think I need to I mean, this description is good, but is player oriented, right? What I need the same description that is developer oriented, right? Because I don't remember how all of this works. I mean, this one is fine. Also, why says that each gem can enchanted only with one glyph at a time, therefore a single item cannot be enchanted with more than a single way? Why is saying this? Considering that you can have multiple effects, right? Even if in your weapons, I never found one that has 3 modifiers. Why? It's not possible to have 3 modifiers? Why? Also, this one is not telling you the result. I understand that it's telling you how to do it, but it's not telling you the result, which is super annoying. So what you see here, you just see that you take a steel battle axe and you enchant it with the sapphire crystal. And actually that sapphire crystal has been enchanted before with a glyph, right? So, but here you don't even know which one. I think the crystal is probably taking the modifier already, right? So you will have like a luminous ruby crystal or something like that. But that is not explained anywhere. That is not explained anywhere. Hmm. There it is. I think it's this thing. I think it's this thing because it's basically transferring what this thing is doing is transferring the modifier, right, from the gem to the item. So the gem is already. Do you have in your inventory only one gem per enchantment? Do you have a modifier range from which type you use? No, but do you have a gem anywhere that is already enchanted? Where is it? Under no, under what? Under raw materials? Under gems. Burning, okay, like this, right? Exactly. Burning major diamond crystal. But you see that this one is already this one already has 2 enchantments. Ah, it's major because it's a diamond. Is that the trick? That is the trick. So all diamonds are automatically major? Or not? Sorry, I don't remember this, so I have no idea. Major diamond. Lesser sapphire. Up to 3 on diamonds. What does up to 3 on diamond means? Ah, up to 3 modifiers. I see. But you don't have anyone that has 3. For example, major diamond crystal of confusion, right? He has 2. So all these ones have 2. Maybe because the 3 you use them in real weapons. I don't know. What do you mean, yes? Yes, up to 3, but you don't even have 1. Which is a bit weird, but okay. You don't even have 1 that has 3 modifiers. But your inventory is pretty good. I mean, it's a good test. Might not say it up to 3. I mean, we can try to do it, right? We can try to do it. So you take it. So for example, this one is burning and major, right? Burning and major. So he already has 2 modifiers. So now the question is, if I take my book of enchanting gems. Enchanting gems of power, enchanting gems of spirit. So this is divided by magic ways, right? You have air glyph, fire glyph, death glyph. Arrowglyph, cold glyph. Yeah, it's divided by ways, right? So the point is that here you don't know what is the result, which is super annoying. Yeah, you have no idea what is the result, so you are just trying randomly. Oh my god. I think you are trying randomly, right? Because it doesn't tell you. It doesn't tell you the result, which is super bad. I understand why, because this window is generic for all crafting. And this one is very specific just for enchanting gems, right? But, so if we start from this one, which is a burning major. For example, we want to add the suffix, whatever, any suffix, right? Any suffix, like 533. So if I want to add, but it's not in the script, huh? It's not in the script because the script is only transferring the gem from one place, the enchantment from one place to the other. But enchant, we don't have it here. So is a process. So is a process. Looking at my trade book of enchantment guide, okay. It explains a bit better under books. I don't see it in this list. Is in the storage maybe? I see. Can I read it? No, I cannot read it. I have to take it. No, he went somewhere else. No, it was already here. No, I stored it. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Sorry, it was already there. I just stored it. Okay, now we have it here. Fantastic. Ruby can only do one way. Emerald can do 3 ways. Sapphire can do 2 ways. And diamond, yeah, I would like to understand where this is in our code though. I think there must be a gem. There must be a gem enhancing something in our math script, but I don't see it. Calculate transformation apply skill gem factor. Wait, maybe it's here. Gem factor, random factor, gem script. Base object, primary skill, skill factor, base primary skill, skill factor greater than 85, less than 25, gem factor, base quality, random factor, failure chance. But it doesn't tell me. Oh my god, the script, boys. The script. So basically I would like to understand who is deciding, for example, that we have a 533, right? Who the hell is deciding that? Ah, wait. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I found it. Trade enchant diamond. So this is based on the glyph ID. is setting the modifier. Okay. Okay, I found it. Okay. But for example, for diamond, right? I see here for diamond, I see modifier 2 and modifier 1. For ruby, we should be the lowest, right? For ruby, I only see modifier 2. I don't remember exactly which one is it, but anyway. For sapphire, I see also modifier 2. But here is saying probably because modifier 1 is given by this thing is complex anyway, huh? Modifier 2. Like, why here we have so many glyphs? Like, in Emerald, you have so many glyphs. Like a million. Like, here we have like 20 million glyphs. While on Diamond, we have... Well, we also have a lot, yeah. We also have a lot. We should have a list somewhere of this stuff, but I see it's not. I mean, maybe there is, but I don't know where is it. But the definition is the. But yeah, this was the missing piece, right? That I didn't know. So this is. What if one could just add another enchanted gem to a weapon, as the enchantment is created during enchanting the gem? Well, we should not make it too powerful, right? Because otherwise, I mean, if it's too many gems, I don't know what we'll have, because then modifiers will start to stack, right? My idea is that you can enhance a gem multiple times, increasing its effect by a certain percentage, right? So let's say that you have this weapon, right? That is already a major of fire gates, right? You will be able to enchant it more, and you will increase, right, this value by a certain percentage. Like every time you do it, I don't know, is 1% or something like this. And if you want, you can continue to enchant it. Now, what we have to be sure is that this system kind of makes sense. I mean, it's not too redundant, right? Because obviously, I mean, if you can take any weapon and make it exactly what you want, then the system doesn't work, right? Because the system doesn't work. So and this is what I have to think very, 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 very hard. Because if I look at any system, right? Diablo or other MMO, right? When you have whoever invented the cookies, I hope it goes to hell. I mean the cookies agreement. So Diablo applies a different idea, right? So but many MMO do the same, right? So basically, sorry, the screen is a bit small, but basically when you drop a weapon that has certain characteristics, right? And that is based on the rarity of the drop. So they basically roll a dice and then decide that, oh, you are getting a unique item, and it is the weapon attack, it is the percentage, right? And then you have a way in the game with crafting materials to swap some of these stats or improve some of these stats, right? And things like that. And so basically, you know, the beauty of the system is that this weapon has its own characteristic. So it's born something, right? It's born one way, right? It's born with melee damage, critical strike damage, attack speed, right? So it's born with this. What we are saying is that in our system, you can basically take any weapon, base weapon, right? Any base weapon like this one, and then based on how you enhance it, right, you can make it a piercing weapon or a blunt weapon. I mean, you can add extra damage, extra blunt damage, extra, right? And it's a completely different idea. Now, I think it may still work, right? It may still work, but we have to be sure that, I mean, their system is definitely smarter for the longevity, right? Because basically what you have to do infinite dungeons, right, to drop a weapon that has the stats that you want, right? While in our system you can drop any weapon that is just good enough as a base, and then you can enchant it, and you can basically add any effect that you want. Like if you want this weapon to have fire damage, you just enchant it with fire, right? While in their case they cannot, right? In their case, I mean, they cannot. They don't want to do it. So maybe this weapon has fire damage as a base, right? And if it's not fire damage, you have to go and drop another one. Right? And then what they do, they associate names to characteristics. Like Stormwalker, for example, has, I don't know, plus melee, plus critical strike, right? And it is the name that they give when he has this set of combinations, right? Now, for example, Throne and Liberty that I'm playing now, which is another kind of grindy. Let me do differently. Whatever, just picking a random one. Okay. So this one works kind of completely different. So is and this one works more like ours, right? So, but it's completely different. So this one, the item itself has a rarity. For example, tier 3, right? This is the rarity of the weapon. And then he has a level. So you can level up, right? You can level up that weapon by spending in-game resources. And then... And these characteristics are fixed, right? You cannot change them, right? And these are fixed, you cannot change them. But then on top of that, they have what they call runes that you can add on top, and they are improving certain characteristics. And it is very, very similar to what we do with our gems, right? It's very similar. It's nearly identical. Basically, it's identical to what we do with our gems, right? Plus, in addition, they have a predefined set of traits that are linked to the weapon. So if you drop this weapon 20 times, you may get different traits, right? You may get different traits. And so basically their variability are the traits. And the traits are again like max health, max chance, heavy attack chance, right? So are all the characteristics of the weapon. So what I want to have, right? I want to have a system which is a kind of a hybrid of the two. I think I like that our weapon is dropping in a certain way, but I still want to be able to enhance it on top of it, right? And the problem is that we have two different conflicting things, at least in our game, right? Let me explain why. Because at the moment our system is very simple, right? So we have a prefix, we have a what?
This is getting serious.
It is. We have a prefix, we have an adjective, and we have a suffix, right? For all our weapons. And for example, I don't know, the prefix is where is it? The prefix is, unfortunately I have to go, guys, now, but where do I find it? Oh crap. I had it open a second ago. Here it is. For example, the prefix is platinum, right? And the adjective is heated. And we can add as many as this one as we want, right? And the suffix is, for example, off shattering, right? And then there is the basic weapon name. So, for example, is a longsword, right? So this will become, right? This will become platinum heated longsword of shattering, right? So this is how it works. Now the problem is that this prefix may come from lootable weapons that you drop from monsters, or from weapon enchanting. So when you enchant, and this I think is my problem, right? I think that is a real problem. It is a real problem. Because this gem enchanting is not adding a new layer on top of this weapon. Is modifying one of the elements, one of the three elements, right? But if you see in any other game, well, in the two games that I shown you, right? These things are separate. So the gems are modifying on top of the traits, on top of these characteristics, on top of this damage, on top of the level and everything, right? And also in Diablo pretty much is the same, right? So why they do it? They do it so that they have more variability, right? And so you have so I think that I really need to think about this well. I really need to think about this well. But my idea is that this gem enchanting unfortunately needs to change somehow. So the gem enchanting will probably not modify anymore. I have to think about it. Maybe yes, maybe no. But will probably not modify anymore the name. But will be an additional layer on top, right? The problem of doing this, apart from the impact that he has on the actual items, which is a real big impact. You mean the Korean come to taking a day on plane shift? Yeah, obviously we made history, and so they took our ideas. Yes, they took our ideas easy. Okay, then that's during the enchantment of the gem, not the weapon. Yeah, for example, right? Yes, I would say for example. So you may say, oh, my gem is enchanting more, not my weapon is enchanting more. So I think that the gem is still somewhere on the weapon, like this gem that you see here, right? And so you set the gem on the weapon, and then you continue to increase the gem power, right? And this improves the weapon power. So I think that this needs to be a separate layer. If it's not a separate layer, it's very, very, very limiting. It's very limiting because I cannot have a platinum heated longsword of shattering that has additional fire damage. Because as soon as I do this, this will substitute this one, right? And this one will go away. And we don't want that. We don't want that. We want to be able to have a very good variability as a base, plus the enchantments, plus the temporary effect, and plus even other stuff that we will add in the future. Right? So I don't know, we can have gems, we can have runes, we can have we can have runes, we can have poison, right? We can have poison dripping here from the weapon. We can have magical enchantments on the blade. We may have special materials like Tigraine steel on the tip, right? So this can be all different things. So they can be the gem, the rune, the poison, the material, and the tip, right? So they can be like 6 layers, right? 6 layers of that weapon, right? Plus the affinity. So yes, so the buffs, I think that the buffs must come from the jobs. So I would like each job, maybe not all of them, but I would like each job to contribute one of these elements. So I don't know, this is alchemy, this is blacksmith, this is I don't know, blade making, this is crystal way, this is jewelry, this is leather working, understand? So that different players, different people in the game can contribute to enchant a weapon. And it doesn't mean that you have to do all of them. Maybe you just do one of them. But they should be valid for everything. For shields, for bracers, for any piece of equipment. So basically this becomes an infinite system. This becomes infinite. There will never be a weapon equal to the other, right? And people could customize it as much as they want, which is the beauty, right? So you may say, oh, I know a guy that is a good leather crafter, right? And so I will ask him to redo the handle of my weapon, right? And so he will improve the handle with special materials that are, you know, enhancing the weapon a lot. Now, yeah, it can be overwhelming. So we have to find a good balance, right? We have to find a good balance. Now I'm putting here all the possible ideas, right? Doesn't mean that we have to do them all, right? Maybe we just do one. Maybe we just do one that are the gems, right? Maybe we just do one. But I think that having multiple will make the weapons very different. And then I want to have monsters. I want to have monsters with very specific traits. Like, for example, this one, you know, it cannot be hit by poison, right? And this other one, it cannot be hit by fire. Or this other one takes double damage on crystal way, you know. We already have some of this, but we don't have enough. And so basically you will have to craft or to create your weapons in a way that are very effective against one type of monster, right? And that type of monster will give you more materials to enhance your weapon even more, right? So it should be a circular economy, right? It should be a circular economy. Plus, this weapon will decay with usage, so you will probably have to keep it also up to date, right? Anyway, I have to go. That's the idea. We have to think more about it. But anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow afternoon, and we will work more on this, because I think that this is something that I have in mind and I want to do, and it will make our system way better, because I can finally find a good money sink for the people in terms of resources in game, because they will spend it in improving their weapons, right? Yeah. Goodbye. See you. Bye-bye. What about clicking on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, and also maybe becoming a Patreon? You know?